It's a fun video from Tim. Glad he enjoyed how luck can influence everything. Yep. That was something he really did like as an idea. And I tend to agree. It's a really interesting idea. The thing I really liked about it is the way it plays into, because I kind of wonder who designed it. I wonder if he did, because I don't think I've ever heard him say that he did or not, but the Jinxed ability, Jinxed trait rather. Chris Taylor designed special, except luck. Luck was Tim's idea, of course. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. If you played the game as a Jinxed character, you don't have to have high luck. It's still fun otherwise. But if you put that high luck in there, 6 or above, Jinxed is like a very destructive skill. It's really interesting the way it's put out. And that kind of makes me wonder who was in charge of the Jinxed trait. I look for, it is, if you have, later on when there's a perk to gain a trait or to change your trait, one of the two, I don't remember what it is. If you have 9 luck and you said you have 9 luck and you want to have some fun with it, make sure you avoid the pariah dog. The pariah dog will destroy you. If you ever run into the pariah dog encounter and the pariah dog is forced to join you and you get too close and it joins you, the pariah dog will give you 2 things. It'll give you the Jinx trait, but it'll also drop your luck to 1, which is really frustrating. At least it'll drop it to 1 mechanically. It doesn't do so visually, so you can't see it being dropped, but it's dropping your luck to 1. Bows the Bride Dog to kill him somehow. Yeah, you might be able to Bozar him. It's kind of rough. It's tough to kill the Bride Dog. He's got like 999 HP. It's really weird. But anyway, ignoring the Pariah Dog, you got yourself 9 luck. Take the Jinx trait. It's a lot of fun. And in fact, I have a video explaining why it's a lot of fun. This is actually Tim Kane talking about luck there. Anyway, let me just pop over to the spot that actually explains how luck and the criticals work together. Here we go.
Well, your luck also helps with critical failures. Now, critical failures only happen when you miss, so this is a bigger problem early on, and less so when you've improved your combat skill enough to actually have a high hit chance. But your luck isn't used to determine the chance a miss is turned into a critical miss. Instead, it's used to determine how bad the critical miss is. This part's a little bit complicated, so let me start by painting you a picture. There are 5 levels of critical failures. The exact effect differs slightly between weapons, but in general, the lowest level failure is just to miss the shot. The next level failure is usually losing a turn, followed by dropping or losing your weapon or ammo, then hitting randomly, unless you're using a flamer, and the most destructive failure on this list, your weapon just blows up in your face. So where does luck come in? Well, with a 5 luck, you have a chance to get any of these failures. But if you drop your luck down to 1, then any critical you have will always be one of the 4 worst options, with the worst option having a lot bigger chance to happen. On the other hand, at 6 luck, you suddenly won't ever have the worst critical happen to you, and at 10 luck, only the best 3 failures will ever happen, and just regular misses have a much bigger chance of happening, as you can see. So all your luck does for critical failures is to move this slider back and forth that determines your chance to get a type of failure.
All right, there we go. That's what I'm saying. Critical failures are interesting in that regard. They're affected by luck directly, and that makes the Jinx trait very interesting because the Jinx trait literally gives you more critical failures. Anytime you get a failure, it's always upgraded to a critical, which means that you can potentially, if you have a 5 luck or lower, potentially get any of the failures, including the worst ones. But if you have 6, 7, 8, 9, at 9 luck, it's not quite so good. You still have a small chance of getting some of these critical failures, the purple ones. You can also take a bonus perk that will give you an extra bonus luck if you want. At 10 luck, you only get the top 3, which is just dropping your weapon or falling down and a whiff. That's it. That's the top 3. Your stuff will never blow up like it does over here, but every other critter will. Every other critter will. And that's what I'm saying. You'll be playing the game. The worst that will happen is you drop your gun. The other critters will be playing the game, and the worst that will happen to them is their weapon blows up in their hand. And that's going to happen over and over and over again. It really breaks the game in a really silly way, but it's awesome for that reason, if for no other. So you should I encourage everybody to try a Jinxed build with a high luck, at least in one playthrough, just to see what it's like to own the game by doing nothing.